Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. I just did an episode and it sucked, not gonna lie. Basically I crafted both of the blulectric motors and a bunch of solar panels because I figured since it's always day in this Mistcraft age, why don't we use solar power? Well, it's not a very good option, and here's the reason. These are all the solar panels I made legitimately, and then the thing was only running on like 4 MJ, so I wanted to see how many solar panels it would take, and this is way too many. So I'm going to throw all these away, use these for something else. So since that didn't work, here's what we're going to do. Let's get to it in a second. First off, the slime farm over there, 3 solid layers of quicksand solved the problem. I don't have any more issues. Right now it's turned off, but all of the blaze rods go to the engine or to the generators like they did, and all the slime balls go to the recyclers for scrap. And I've decided that as soon as we have enough UU matter, which we have quite a bit, it's not going to go as far as we think it is though. As soon as we have enough to make the iridium to do the things that we want to do, I want to feed the blades and the blaze rods into a solid fuel box for a boiler and try out some steam power. We're going to need 3 of those. A problem with the way I have this set up is sometimes the items pop out behind. So if you do something like that, keep it in mind. I've been working on the power system, and I don't know if you're ready, but I'm going to show you anyway. Here's the room. If you remember what it looked like before, it was a little smaller. There was a wall here. I made a huge tank. It holds 9,000 buckets. It's 9 by 9 by 7, I believe. And it's ridiculous. I just let my game run overnight for this thing to fill up. Rather than move the transposer, I kept the other tank and I just moved everything over here with liquiducts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this one here to run the geothermals. And I don't know if I'm going to run conduit over to power these machines or not, since they're working okay. I'll figure that out, but here's the basic premise for this thing that I was thinking about doing. If I pick this up, we've got engines, we've got a redstone energy cell. If I put this down, it's going to take energy from the energy cell. When the energy cell can take energy, the engines kick on. So these are definitely smart enough not to send any energy unless something can take it. So since it's taking it, it's giving it to it, and it's also getting filled up at the same time. So essentially, this is like a mini setup of what's going to happen downstairs. I'll probably put two of these energy cells in line, and then maybe use one energy cell. If I run the conduit all the way over here, use one energy cell for these 2 machines up here and this machine, and then I don't know, maybe group them like 4 machines per energy cell, so that, I don't know, I'll work all that out. But I have quite a few of them, so it's not going to be an issue. I got tired of switching them out in the quarry world, which is why I wanted to do solar. And since the redpower, the blulectric things didn't work out, I thought, well, why don't we make industrial craft solar? So this should be everything we need to make a MV solar array, which is 64 EU per tick, I believe. See, 8 times 8. Let me make sure I'm not in cheat mode, since I hacked in some of those solar panels, which I will destroy. Don't worry, I'm not a cheater. So if we look at the solar, you can make one solar panel. This is the recipe. Basically, you just make it in bulk. 8 of these makes a low voltage array with a low voltage transformer. 8 of those makes an MV array with a medium voltage transformer. So I'm going to make one of these, and then we're going to have to make some of those electric engines that I have never used. I know that you can upgrade them, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I just want to make this happen. So the first thing I usually make is the batteries, and I just make everything a stack at a time. And actually Grumpy Gamer came up with this, like, it's a lot easier to do it like this if you have the resources. Of course, batteries don't stack like you want them to. So we make the batteries, and let me organize this a little bit. I don't need the red rock for sure right now. I wanted to decorate with it, but I didn't get quite enough of it. So we can put the boots away, we'll put the levers away, and the gravity gun. And we'll put that down here. Probably don't need this right now either. Alright, so then we make a bunch of generators, I believe. Well, iron furnaces, and then those get turned into generators. No, is that refined iron? I don't remember. Yeah, refined iron and batteries. So we use 3 stacks of the refined iron for this, and then we use the other 2 stacks for the circuits. Alright, so there we go with the generators. And then what do we need? I guess I'll just take all of those. And project tables come in really handy for this. Two stacks of circuits. What else do we need? That's it. Just the glass and coal dust. And I always mess this up, even though I just looked at it. I always do this the opposite way, and this is no exception. So there we go, 64 solar panels. Put our low voltage transformers, which I already made. They're real easy to make. The MV transformer, also really easy to make. So we have our 8 LV arrays, and then we just turn those into an MV. My biggest problem for this was I just didn't have enough coal macerated, and I had to go turn some of that propolis that I got from the bees into rubber, because I really haven't been focusing a lot on industrial craft this time, so I just didn't have any. Normally I have more than I know what to do with. So let's see, electric engine, that one, tin gears, pistons, glass, and tin. Probably have a bunch of pistons over here. Look at that. So I'm going to make 4 of these right now, because we have 4 pistons. What else do I need? Glass. I have some gears almost made. And this should be relatively easy. We'll just make 8 of them for 4 engines. Pistons, blah blah blah, bam bam bam. 4 electric engines. So I'm going to try this out, see how it works. If it doesn't work out like I thought, I'll find another solution. I just wanted to give it a go because, you know, why not? Once I get all the stuff done downstairs, number one, I'll do a world download when I get to that point, and then we will make the machines you need to make the little circuit cards to upgrade the electric engines, because it's got a little slot right here. You can actually put an upgrade in it. And I don't know how much these put out, so let's go back over here. And actually that is hacked, so I need to get rid of that. Get rid of everything that I didn't earn. Also, you can put your ender pouch inside itself. I'm not going to do it right now, but it'll let you put it in there, so watch out for that. Additionally, I always have my link book on my bar here. I found the end portal in another Mistcraft age. I just wanted some mossy stone blocks or whatever, and I actually fell in the lava. And since I have armor on that I found in those other things, I wasn't burning that fast, so I had time to go to my... Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. I had time to go to my book and teleport home, and then I literally burned up and died right next to all those project tables. I've heard of people putting a pool of water there, so that when you teleport you end up in a pool of water, so if you're on fire or something like that, you get put out and you don't actually die. So just something to keep in mind if you're, you know... Oh, that's no good. I wonder if I have one in the bag. Yes, I do. It might not be a bad idea to set up something like that if you're in the nether or... you know, whatever, since you can teleport home without a link modifier. You don't need to worry about it since you're going from one dimension to another. So I just thought I would mention that quickly because you guys can definitely benefit from that. So one stack of those destroyed. That gets destroyed if I can put it on the block. And all these wires get destroyed. Two of those may have been mine, but I'm not really worried about them. And these engines look really cool. I really like them. They just don't give me as much energy as I wanted. And I turned up the music a little bit because when I recorded that other episode, I had a little mini heart attack. I was doing something and I actually thought that my I just lost like all the footage I had done. I had to do a cut for something, and I thought that all my footage like got lost, so I was not happy. So we'll just run this around. Hopefully I brought enough of it. Yeah, actually I don't even have to do it like that. I could do it like that, and then I can just throw this solar panel down. Well, this array. Do I have to put the lever on these guys? Maybe I do. I miss the good old days of the energy link. So let me do it this way instead if I have to do that. I'll just use more cable than I need. And I don't know how long it takes these guys to warm up. The thing is already going about as fast as it was with the other things. So 2MJ. Whatever. So I don't know if these get faster as they heat up. But that is definitely not as fast as the redstone energy cells we were previously using. So let's type. It's not what I want. Maybe it's called an upgrade. Lapatron loader upgrade. That sounds interesting. That's not it. I think that's from Steve's Carts. Well, anyway, even though these aren't that fast right now, I can just let them go. I don't have to really worry about them. They shouldn't blow up since I have something to give energy to. And why don't we, I'll tell you what, why don't I break? I'll find out what it takes to make the circuit cards, and then we'll make those and we'll do the upgrade. So I think I'm at about 16 minutes right now, so I'll just let this go. And I could put another one underneath it, but we'll save that for something. So I will look some stuff up and I will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It seems like this is going to be easier than I thought. According to the Forestry Wiki, without upgrades, these electric engines, they require 6 EU per tick and they generate 2 MJ per tick. So we're getting 64 total is what that solar array will give it, but it's only using 18 of it to produce 6. So with a copper electron tube, that's a choke. It actually reduces the EU by 2 and reduces the MJ by 1. A tin electron tube will use 7 more EU per tick and generate 2 more MJ per tick. That's per engine. And bronze electron tubes will boost it to use plus 15 EU per tick, so a total of what, 21, and it will generate plus 4, so that's 6. So we've got 64, 21 times 3, what's that, 63? So it looks like the bronze electron tube is the way to go, and you make electron tubes in a thermionic fabricator, which is this recipe here. If you remember, the sturdy casing is just 8 bronze in a square, and then a couple glass and gold in a chest. This thing takes glass to run. We'll do the recipe in a second. I'll put the link to the wiki page in there. There's one more electron tube, the iron one, that increases efficiency. It doesn't increase the output in MJ, but it reduces the input of EU by 1 EU per tick. I'm not going to worry about that one. I think you can put the electron tubes on a circuit card, but you have to get a soldering iron and all kinds of other stuff that we're not going to worry about right now. So I'm going to move this thing and just pop the thermionic fabricator in its place. And I'll just put this one back over here on the wall. By the way, the rolling machine, when it's hooked up to this, it draws 1 MJ a second or something like that. Which, I mean, it's a trickle. It's not that big of a deal. So we've got to put some glass in here. I'm not sure how much we're going to need. It's got to warm up. Make sure my voice is recording while it's doing that. And then I think this is the recipe. And then we throw our redstone right here. And that'll give us 4 bronze electron tubes. So I'm going to take these 4. And I'm not sure if that one... It looks like it continuously draws energy. So let me make a few more of these if we have enough glass in there. Basically, this is liquid glass. Alright, so that's empty. I guess that's the energy. I kind of want to hang out and see. Maybe it's the heat, I don't know. I'm going to break it because I don't want it to blow anything up. So we'll just leave that right there. We'll throw our electron tubes in those engines and see what happens. I did turn the blazes and slimes back on. Alright, so we should be able to just... we do... Oh, there we go. Put it in this slot. But it's not doing anything. I don't know what the top slot is for. And the page doesn't say anything about it. So maybe we do have to put that on a circuit card. All it says is the engine can be upgraded with electron tubes. These are the effect of the tubes. It doesn't say anything about putting anything on a circuit card or anything like that. So let me look some more stuff up and I'll be right back again. Welcome back, everybody. I have great news. I figured it out. A little bit of Googling, a little bit of experimentation. First thing you have to do is make a soldering iron in your carpenter, and the soldering iron recipe, it's just 3 iron and 1 bronze. And I went ahead and put this over here and hooked it up to the aqueous accumulator so we didn't have to keep refilling it. It will accept liquid from Liquidux. So if we left click to put our recipe here, you right click it, takes it away, left click puts it there. I only want to make 2 of these, so tin and redstone will give us circuit cards. So we're going to get 2 of them, or circuit boards, whatever you want to call them. So we have our circuit boards. Now, if you go to your soldering iron and right click, it opens up its own little interface. You put your circuit board here, and then you put your, well, let's do that last. You put your tubes over here. So if I had made those 10 electron tubes, I could put a 10 electron tube right here, and it would add efficiency, I think. You may have to make a bigger circuit board for that. I'm not worried about that right now. So I'm just going to do that. It pops down, and I'm going to do the other one, and then we'll go put them in the other 2 engines. I already put it in one because I had to try it out before I came back here. So let's go back to the quarry world. And I've already put it in this one. You can see it's running at 6 MJ. And as soon as we put it in the other one, it immediately boosts up to 6. Same with this one, it's running at 2. As soon as we put it in, it pops up to 6. So it's still not as fast as an energy cell running at 50 or 100, obviously, but this is a respectable speed for a quarry to be running at, considering that formerly 9 MJ was the total input. So I could probably, I'm pretty sure you can hook these up to either the conduits, which I don't have any right now, or you can hook it up to Buildcraft conductive pipes, since these output energy. So I may go ahead and make a 4th just to see how it goes. It may not be that much of a gain since we're using almost all of the EU that this thing provides. I don't think it's really going to be that beneficial, but I can use the electric engine, say if I want to pull a stack of something out of a chest or something at one time. They're good for that, and they don't blow up. So there is our solar powered quarry. I think it's pretty okay. I would like it to go a little faster, but this is all stuff I can just carry in my bag, and when I need to move the quarry, it's no big deal. I don't have to come back and forth with redstone energy cells or mess with any of that nonsense. I can just set this up. Since it's always daytime here, the thing will just run and run and run and run and run, and we reap the rewards. So that was a big pain. I thought that would have gone a lot smoother, but that's okay. It happens all the time. So maybe you learned something from this whole experience. because I didn't previously know anything about the soldering iron or circuit boards, or, you know, I was aware they existed, but I really didn't know what they did. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to continue to work on the power situation at home, so all those machines are power on demand when they need it. We don't have to move any energy cells around or worry about any of that stuff. I'm about to record an episode with Aaron DM, and I'm not going to tell you what it entails. It could be pretty funny. It could be a disaster. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, and I don't know if that's going to go online before this one, so maybe you'll see him out of order. Who knows? The point of that is I'm a day ahead of recording again. The weekend got me. It was a 3-day weekend, so I'm going to try to work on the power stuff and catch up. I'm really trying not to record ahead this time. So that's going to do it for this episode. As always, if you have any comments or questions, suggestions, anything of the sort, please put them down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.